What's going on, guys? TraderJud here, back with another weekly Forex Outlook video on a Monday. Those of you that are not aware, I am doing this on Mondays from now on instead of Sunday nights, and I'm also doing a follow-up video on Thursdays or Friday. I know I said Wednesday or Thursday last week. I'm thinking that I'm going to actually be doing it on Fridays instead. The reason for that is it just makes more sense, right? Wait until the week is closed and then do a review of the trades that you could have taken throughout the week. The reason for doing the follow-up video is it better helps people understand how you can take the trades that are presented using the charts that I provide. So I'm never going to be a signal caller or anything like that, but you can take my analysis and you can apply the skills that you already have. And if you don't have those skills, then I can help provide you with the skills as well through the Profit Society. If you want to know more about the Profit Society, shoot me a message and I can fill you in. Again, on Telegram, my contact information for Telegram at TraderJud is in the description down below. But let's go ahead and get started. Looking at EUR USD, we have a bat pattern on the 4-hour time frame that is valid, albeit not the prettiest bat pattern. As one of the students of the Profit Society pointed out, that it is a little bit crazy looking, but it is all valid. And so that completes up here. It has yet to complete. You can see that we did have a bearish engulfing candle earlier this morning. It's about 5 p.m. my time right now. So this was this morning's candlestick, bearish engulfing candle. Though we don't have any more significant bearish movement aside from that. We are turning upward. We did break the B point. We could see some sort of retest of this B point before continuing upward, or a retest of this trend line that is drawn. But aside from that, really nothing else to report. I see one more trend line that we can draw. You can see a perfect break and retest of that trend line if we draw that. So it looks like we should wait for bullish confirmation off of this trend line and then be looking for buys on EU. Switching over to UJ, I'm not really too excited about what UJ is doing right now. It's ranging between 109 and 111, with 110 being a quarter point. It really hasn't committed to either direction. That's the reason why I'm not really too excited to buy or sell UJ right now. We have the bullish engulfing candle, much like EU had the bearish engulfing candle from this morning, and then no significant movement off of that. You do see that it is just retesting previous market structure right now, and so I would not be surprised to see some bearish momentum come off of this, but it's not required. And I don't necessarily predict it, since we are seeing a bunch of ranging motion and UJ is in a clear uptrend. Moving on to gold, we can see last week and the week before last went bearish, and then, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago, or 2 or 3 weeks ago, we had a bunch of bearish movement. Last week was bullish movement into this consolidation period, finishing out with some more bullish movement, and then we had bearish movement to start the week out. Well, not start the week out, but bearish movement this morning that correlates with EU going bearish this morning as well. We can see the clear rejection of the support and resistance level. I've added this trend line from last week's chart, but everything else is exactly the same. Nothing new to report with that. So with this, I would be looking for sells on this. If you didn't get in on this retest of this support and resistance level, possibly see a double top or something like that, any sort of pullback, then I'd be looking for opportunities to sell. But that doesn't correlate very well with what EU is doing. So for opportunities to buy, obviously we're looking for a break and a retest of this support and resistance level, and a break and retest of this trend line that is drawn. EUR AUD, we had a trend line break last night, and we've had now going on 3 candlesticks or 4 candlesticks with no real significant movement on EA. For those of you that have seen my charts in the past few weeks, you'll know that there was a bat pattern that did complete on EA, and we are currently sitting, not currently, but we did retest the 61.8 retracement level multiple times. And so I would not be surprised to see this continue its bearish ways. Again, that does not correlate very well with what EU, or what I see with EU. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see with that. GN is up next. We can see this morning GN had a very large bearish engulfing candle, which I drew a new trend line off of. I wouldn't be surprised to see this continue to go bearish. We have the market structure that supports that, and this is a very significant candle. So I think a bearish outlook is pretty likely with this. Moving on, AUD/USD is up next. We have a trendline break from last week, breakout of the zone as well. We're currently testing this support and resistance level. We have a bearish movement off of it, but not engulfing. And then the last two candlesticks, well, this current candlestick doesn't have much movement on it, and the candlestick before that does not have any movement as well. So something to keep an eye on with AU. Could see some bearish movement, possibly retesting the zone before continuing upward. If we're looking for buys on this, I would either wait for a reversal pattern off of the zone or a break and a retest of this horizontal line before buying. Sells, I want more bearish confirmation off of this retest of this support resistance level. GBP/USD is up next. Much like GN, we have a very large bearish engulfing candle from earlier today. Broke through two support and resistance levels that are drawn, but found support on the lower of the two and went bullish off of that, though not any real significant bullish movement. And so I would not be surprised to see this continue to go bearish. If we zoom out, we can see GU has been bearish for many, many weeks now. Slight bullish movement last week. We did get a break of structure, right? This is a higher high, but this bearish engulfing candle is significant. So something to keep an eye out on. I'm not bearish or bullish on GU. Moving on to EJ. We have a break and a retest of the trend line. As you can see, price is currently sitting at the very top of this zone, which is based off of previous market structure. Added one trend line. I do think this will continue to go bullish, though we might see a retest of either one of these trend lines before that happens. In order to sell this, I would need a break of this trend line and probably a break through this zone. So I see a lot of bullish potential and not much bearish potential with that. And finally, USD CAD UCAD. UCAD has been bearish, as you can see. We did see this this bullish candlestick from this morning. Let's take a look and see what the retracement level is from the previous low to the previous high. We can see it reacted off of the 70.7, went bullish, and it is now sitting on a support and resistance level. So something to keep an eye out on with this. I see momentum both bullish and bearish with this. I would not be surprised to see either direction. Those of you that watched my video last week, I said that I was expecting it to retest the 130 or at least retest this trend line, which it has not done either of those two things yet. And I still stand pretty firm on the retest of this trend line. I'm not 100% sold on the retest of the 1.3 level. But no real place to draw a trend line with this downward movement yet. So I haven't drawn a trend line. I'm waiting for an opportunity to draw a trend line there. But yeah, that's what I see with the 10 pairs this week. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, want me to go into more insight, anything, feel free to shoot me a message on Telegram. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. I can send you Telegram, or I can send you trading view charts through that, or down below in the comment section as well. So any questions on anything, please feel free to reach out to me. If you would, please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and if you are subscribed, thank you for your commitment to this channel, to growing. I really do appreciate it. I hope everybody has a great week. I am out.